Alright guys, yeah, just wanted to do another video. I wanted to do just my review of the Suicide Squad. I sort of had a bit of time to think about it and to sort of put together some notes. I just wanted to kind of say up front, like I have, I am a big DC fan. I have the Suicide, well I have this this comic, but I'm certainly not an expert on it. I haven't even read it fully, and you know, the film probably, you know, isn't truly based on this. This is only kind of Suicide Squad material I have. I have a lot of other sort of comics from DC and Marvel, and I chop and change from other comics, and I read a lot of books. Really, I have a lot of books, so I'm not really fully up to speed on these characters. This is sort of like my fresh introduction to them. So I just wanted to just kind of say that up front. Sorry, I just moved the camera. Hopefully this is a bit better. Yeah, we'll just try that. So I've sort of made some notes. I do bear with me. My thoughts are sometimes like sort of scattershot, you know, and like of all these different references. I'm more of an artist, more of a we just go with it anyway. So the cast are really good. Actually, I have other notes here that I might use. But yeah, the cast, you know, are very good. Like they're all really great. Like John Cena, I was interested, but I think he did a great job as Peacemaker. Let's see here. So yeah, I'll just start off with like. So Johnny Cash is playing like I forget the name of the song, but it's a well-known song, and you know, it's Savant, and he's sort of in a cell or whatever, and like he's sort of throwing a ball around, and a bird lands in the cell with him, and he's sort of looking at it, and he throws the ball and it bounces off all the walls and kills the bird. Like, so like from that moment you're like, okay, he's a bad guy, a skilled bad guy, right? He killed a bird, not a bird, you know, and like so like, okay, you knew straight away that this is the you know, it's a dark comedy that's you know, it's gonna be heavy hitting in that way. Yeah, so it starts off with that squad, which is Javelin, Weasel, Boomerang, Blackguard, Harley Quinn, Rick Flag, Mongol, Savant, sort of on a plane, and they're dropped off onto a beach area, and it sort of reminded me of Saving Private Ryan, you know, this beach. Anyway, there's all these weird references, but what was interesting was most of these characters die in that scene. They sort of like Mortal Kombat, you know, like finish him, and it's some outrageous sort of death scene. But I was sort of disappointed that Mongol died early. She sort of grabs hold of the helicopter. She runs in. She goes she runs in, grabs hold of this helicopter, and she just sort of explodes. Like, so I was kind of sad about that. She seemed like a really interesting character. Also, Captain Boomerang dies here as well. I'm not too familiar because I didn't see the first Suicide Squad, so he is throwing boomerangs, and I think he is. I think he just gets gunned down. I can't exactly. It's not entirely fresh in my mind, but I think he just gets gunned down. Savant sees all the carnage. He gets freaked out, and he's trying to paddle away from the beach, and Viola Davis sees this, and she's like shouting at him like, turn around, if you don't, I'll kill you. They have these implants in their head, like she blows him up his head explodes, and it's funny because a bird comes down, and not the bird, no, not the bird, the first bird, but like as if the bird's, nature itself has a revenge on him. So the bird comes down and sort of pecking at his flesh. This is a gory movie, just sort of rated like, I don't mind sometimes, like, but so I'm kind of sensitive to that kind of stuff. So he dies in that way. So he's not a hero. He's not a hero. So he died sort of running away in fear of his life. A javelin also dies early here in this scene. He gets gunned down. He doesn't have an awful death scene. He just gets gunned down. He's sort of lying down. He's getting on with Harley Quinn on the plane. She's sort of saying, "I love your accent," and he's saying, "Oh, women love American accents," or something like that. So he's sort of like, he's got a bit of flair, a bit of suave to him. But when he's lying down on the beach, he says to Harley Quinn's there as well, and he sort of says, "Take my javelin, and avenge me," and he passes away, and she's watching him, and like, she's like, "I will," she's sort of this sort of ditzy, sort of stupid character, but Margot Robbie's a great actress, but passed away, and she's like, "What did you say? What did you say?" And she's slapping him. So she has this javelin. She had the rocket launcher, but now after she used the rocket launcher, but now she has this javelin. She's like, it's my duty to use this javelin, which we'll come back to later. This awesome javelin. So anyway, but this is the thing. That I think was all a distraction for the real team to come up down the beach, which is Peacemaker, Bloodsport, Polka Dot Man, and Ratcatcher 2, and these are great characters. I did love the shot of them, the heroes at the start, walking out like as it, they're on this task now from prison, and they'll get times cut off their sentence, whatever. And there's like a massive American flag, all sort of walking in front of an American flag. I thought it was cool imagery. Yeah, so Bloodsport was in jail because he shot Superman, which is fair enough. Though, but like his characters, you sort of feel for his character, and he has a daughter. He has a scene with a daughter where he's in jail talking to her, and like they coerce him into going on this mission through his daughter. They say, "Oh, your daughter's been arrested for something, and she will do this and this and this unless you be the leader in this new task force for mission Starfish or whatever." So he says, "Okay, yeah." So he agrees to it, but he's very annoyed about it. But he's a great character. And Ratcatcher's in jail as well, but she's sort of heartfelt. She doesn't seem like a criminal. She says she robbed a gem or whatever, diamonds or whatever. So she was arrested for that. But she comes across as a nice character. And Polka Dot Man is there as well, and he's sort of being berated by other people. You feel for him as well. He's sort of like this quiet guy, this strange guy, like, and then Peacekeeper is there as well, and Bloodsport is afraid of Idris Elba. It's afraid of Ratcatcher's rat, whatever. She has a rat. So I thought that was really cool. I liked Rick Flag. I liked Colonel Rick Flag, played by Joel Kinnaman. I didn't see the first film, but I thought I was rooting for him. He was good in this. I was rooting for him in this. So they go up the beach. All these other characters have been killed, and they're moving up the beach. They're entering this zone. So I think the first team is a sort of distraction for them to kind of just move in, and like what's interesting is Peacemaker, played by John Cena. He becomes a villain in the end. Like he says, "I want to keep peace no matter if no matter man, woman or child, dies in that process. He's just this crazed guy. He believes he's doing the right thing in the end because, as I'll get into it, Weasel, I said, is a bit of a red herring, not useful at all, just an interesting character to have, this sort of weird weasel guy that supposedly killed children, whatever. He's just visually interesting. And he dies on the beach, he drowns where he can't swim, so but you see later that he wakes up, he coughs up water in the end, at the end of the film, kind of scurries off into the forest or whatever. So Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn is great in this. She's not, what's interesting is she's not overly sexualized in this version. Like on the beach, she's kind of wearing this wet leather soldier type getup, which I think looks it's an awesome outfit, and she comes with a rocket launcher. That was really cool. And later she has this kind of dress, this sort of wedding red and black sort of wedding dress. She's sort of married into this. Maybe I'm jumping a bit ahead, but let me see. Yes, so she. She's sort of married into this. See, when they get to this island where this facility is, where this project, they have to infiltrate and destroy this project, and there's a president, and the president marries Harley Quinn, right? So he's this bad guy, right? I'll get into this in a minute, but so he's telling her his plans and all that, and she's like, okay, yeah, great. And they're in this palace, and there's like guns everywhere and like crystalware. It's really fancy place, and then he's telling her plans, and he turns her back on her, which is his mistake. She shoots him with this really vintage gun, and like he's crawling on the floor, and she's just saying, oh, it's a red flag that like you're this awful person. You know, the Joker is her man, like, and like, let me see. Yeah, I said there's unnecessary scenes of just violence where after that this is what I said, like she is being tortured by them. They sort of capture her, and they have her chained up. This is why I thought, like, when Margot Robbie's been interviewed and she said she read the script and she said, no, I'm not doing it, and then but they said, well, James Gunn's doing it. Okay, all right, I'll do it, whatever. But you know, that's my problem. Like the depiction of torture in movies can be too much, or the bad guys in the movies are just too bad, too vile, too beyond. Like, I get it, it's R-rated, and you know, Batman, you know, his origin is that like criminals kill his parent. You know, they're bad people, really bad people. This is like, you know, too much. I think too much. I think that was a problem. Maybe this is just my personal opinion. Like, see, I don't know. See, DC would have all the they would know their audience. They know what sells really well, what's current, what's trending and stuff like that. And I just think maybe they just think, well, it goes back to that gladiatorial thing in Rome where, like, you know, the sensation of it, the sheer violence and just meanness of it. Maybe people enjoy that. I don't know. Like, I just find it, I find it hard to watch. But I thought I felt okay with it because it's obviously not real. It's fiction. Like, these are actors, and like, you know, Harley Quinn is sort of this indestructible person. Like, she's been tortured. Did she even feel it or whatever? But she kills all those people. She kills everyone, actually, in that building. There's an awesome scene where she sort of goes, she breaks out. She kills everybody, all the soldiers, and she does that head thing again where she grabs someone's head from behind and she's like whacking the head, boom, boom, boom. She did that in Birds of Prey. That was like a finishing move in Birds of Prey as well. So she does that as well here, and like, but it's really cool when she's breaking out and she has guns and she's gunning everyone down. They had that like deadly sort of Disney-esque, I don't know what you call this, sort of cool effects of like flowers like going everywhere, and like, just really cool effect. And then like I think it was like birds and stuff like kind of going along, and then the javelin was leaning in against the wall and sort of lit up, and she grabbed it. She knew that the javelin was important, which I'll get into. So I guess everybody got their comeuppance